I'm Juno, and this is my Crafty Corner. Welcome. If you are a new viewer, thank you for coming in. I hope you enjoy the video. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. I appreciate your support. This is a little bit about my channel. Words and me don't get along, you'll find out. But about my channel, this is where I post videos that show updates on my cross stitch. I do stitch with me's, and that's basically all I've got right now on my videos, on what I do. Today is Stitch With Me number 15. It is September the 19th on Sunday at like 6:20 p.m. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and get started on this. This is actually take number 3. So let's see if I can actually make it through this video without having to stop it for any reason, without having to just delete the video because I can't use it. My first video that I started today, luckily I was only about 10 minutes into it before I realized that my microphone was not working. So it wasn't picking up what I was talking about. So I sat here talking to dead air for no reason, not even catching up any of it. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I got that all fixed and working. So then I started all over again. And as this is a new start, I sit there and was, started stitching on it, getting my progress done. Noticed it wasn't looking quite right, but didn't pinpoint what was wrong with it. I got done with the strand I was using, which gave me about 60 stitches, and realized that I was stitching 2 over 1. So I had 2 threads over 1x, and I did not want that. It was too bulky looking. That's why I was having issues with the way it looked, because it was too thick. So I ended up having to turn that video off, which was a good 20 minutes or so into that video. And so I had to frog out all the stitches I had just did. Then, as I was getting ready to start up the 3rd time, I noticed there was something wrong with the pattern. Like, where I was stitching was showing that I wasn't quite in the right place. As you can notice, I'm not in the right place. So I was actually starting my pattern in the incorrect area. For some reason, on Pattern Keeper at the moment, when I import my pattern, it is showing the grid lines in the wrong spot. And it's showing basically 5 by 5 grids instead of 10 by 10 grids. And doesn't matter how many times I import it, it still will not show it. So what I've done is I have it pulled up on Pattern Keeper, but I also have it pulled up on my computer just, to verify that I'm at the right grid part. Because the pattern I can come up with, I don't have to have the grids 100%. The grids are kind of just a guideline for me. But I like knowing where the 10 by 10 grid is supposed to be. So I'm marking all my progress on my pattern keeper, but I'm using just the normal pattern to verify that I'm in the right grid, because the pattern keeper is not showing me the correct grid. And so yeah, that's been my eventful day. So hopefully I can get through the rest of this video and not have any more issues. Cause yeah. But I think I've got it all situated out here. I sit there and I've got food cooking. We're making gumbo for supper tonight. Should be ready in about an hour, so I have just enough time to do my video before it's time to go eat supper. Because I'm cooking it in a crock pot. We're doing slow cooking. It's called a slow cooker gumbo. It's shrimp and chicken. We don't do it very often, but when we went to visit my mom on Saturday, she gave us a bunch of veggies out of her garden. So we ended up with some jalapenos, a good chunk of okra. She gave us some tomatoes. She gave us regular tomatoes and some orange tomatoes. So those are pretty interesting. She actually gave us, my oldest two kids went with me. And she gave my middle daughter some, 2 plants. She gave her a mild jalapeno pepper plant. So they're not as spicy as a normal jalapeno pepper, but they still have the, jalapeno pepper flavor, which works for me because I'm not too keen on real spicy. Like, I can't eat a normal jalapeno pepper. It's too much of a kick for me. But I love cooking with jalapeno peppers. So, now we have a pepper plant that I can use. Making sure where I'm at. Go down 2 more. Yeah, so I'm really, looking forward to seeing if we can keep those plants going. She also gave us seeds to use. So we have some more seeds for those mild jalapeno peppers. And we also got some, I think they're called banana peppers seeds. So we'll see if we can get this stuff together so we can plant those. Get those ready. Make sure where I'm at. There. I'll skip 2 more. Okay. Just had to make sure I was at. Yeah, so when we were at my mom's, I was trying to help her. She got a couple of cross-stitch plants. No. She got a couple of cross-stitch patterns kits that she had picked up because she goes to the Goodwill a lot. And she's been showing an interest in cross-stitching. So while I was there, I was helping her get everything in order, because the one that she's picking up, they're some of the older patterns, So they're not, for me, I've got to figure them out because they're a little different than what I'm used to working with. And she's going with paper patterns, and I haven't really done much with paper patterns. So, yeah. But as I was saying though, is the pattern that she got was a real pretty cat pattern. It's got a kitten with a bed of flowers, but none of the threads were separated. So I helped her separate all the threads colors, and we went through the list, and like she doesn't have any, I didn't remember to bring any, she doesn't have any of the thread cards to separate the thread. She didn't have any bobbins or anything like that. So she was taking sticky notes and writing the color on the sticky note, and then wrapping the thread around it and taping the paper together so that the thread would stay, the paper would stay with the thread, so she knew which colors that she was supposed to be working on. So that's what we did on Saturday after we got all the stuff for the garden. Okay, I am back. Sorry, I had a phone glitch. It quit registering. The app I'm using quit working because my phone was too hot. So, ended up taking the case off the phone and cooling it off. I might need to buy a new phone case. Because I've noticed that since I've gotten that case, I've had more issues with the phone getting too hot when I use this app. Or when I use it, period. So, okay, so let me see. I know I looked at the video that I had to turn off, and about the time that my stitching cut off was about the time I started talking about why I am doing a new start. So let's try this again, see if I can have that conversation, or if it's going to mess up on me again, and just guess it doesn't want me to talk about why I'm doing a new start. So, as I was saying, I have been working on another biscornu, which is my rainbow biscornu. But I haven't worked on it much here recently. Every time I start trying to work on it, I'm not happy with it. I've messed up somewhere in the pattern. The circle is not right. I don't like the fabric I'm working on it. So I basically have decided that I'm not working on that fabric. I'm going to restart it. As I was digging through looking for a new fabric, I ran across this project. It's in my to-do list because it has been a planned Christmas gift. But the fabric I had set aside for this one was a part of the other one, the same piece that I had for the other fabric. And I was like, nope, not even going to attempt it. So I went ahead and pulled out all the fabric I had gotten from 123 Stitch a couple months ago. And I found this fabric. It is 25 count Lugana, Stormy. So like you can't really see it, but it is kind of like got white and grays and blue tints in it, so it kind of looks like a stormy cloud. And this piece of fabric is big enough to do both pieces. And since both pieces have a lot of space between the projects, the fabric can show through. And I was like, it's perfect. I was going to start the rainbow again first, but I've done gridded this. I've decided with this one I was going to do the thread grid instead of the pencil grid, their pin grid. So what I did last night was I gridded this for both pieces. Only the main part at the moment. I still have to grid for the second piece. This is just for the main pieces. But I have both pieces. I'm gonna scroll out, kind of pull away so you can see what I'm talking about. See, I have this section over here gridded as well. This is going to be for the rainbow. And then down here, I will do the back half of this one and then back half of this one. But I decided I wanted to do it all on the same piece, for one, so that I'm not fighting with the length of fabric. Because it is kind of, they're small pieces of fabric, and I don't like using hoops. I prefer Q-snaps or scroll frames. So for me, I definitely had to do it this way, and I think it's going to work out much better. I'm already looking forward to stitching on it. Because for one, I can easily switch between the projects. If I want to work on the elephant biscornu, I can work on the elephant biscornu. If I want to work on the rainbow biscornu, I can work on the rainbow biscornu. So, yeah. Definitely, you know, probably will start the rainbow biscornu tomorrow. So we will see. I'm looking forward to it. Just making sure everything's still working. I don't know. It's just trying to tell me I can't record today. It's been fighting me all day today. So far, so good. Alright, so let's see. I did get a finish, which I will show my finish on my floss tube on Wednesday. I think what I'm going to start doing is I have been recording the floss tubes on Wednesday night and then posting them. I think I'm going to start recording them on Tuesday night and post them first thing Wednesday morning. Because I have started going to donate plasma, and right now my donation days are Wednesday and Saturday because I can donate 2 times in a week. And donating plasma just kind of wears me down. You know, I'm just, you know, kind of tired after it, so trying to do a video, I don't know, I just feel like I'm too wore down to do the video to give it the full justice for it. So I will definitely be doing the video on Tuesday nights and posting it on Wednesday mornings when I get up for work. I like donating plasma. For one, I know it helps people. You know, they can use the plasma to make medicines and stuff like that. And then they also give you a small amount for donating for your time. So it helps, you know, give a little extra spend money, you know, like if there's something that I want, I have, you know, I can get it, not have to worry about spending bill money. You know, I've been donating plasma on and off since like 2008. I haven't, this is the first time I've been to donate plasma this year, mainly because I had surgery in January. I had a hysterectomy, and you've got to wait so long afterwards before you can donate after surgery. So, gotta see, I'm gonna reach this section here and then count and see how much further I go before my next section. I know this is a long stretch of stuff to start with. Yeah, that's about all I have for, you know, plasma. It's just been something that I like doing. I like to help out. Let's see. Next subject. I went to the store earlier today, and I don't really eat a lot of candy. I don't eat a lot of sweets. But as I was getting ready to check out, I ran across a Snickers bar that it was a Snickers brownie with peanuts. Is that what it was called? Peanut brownie. Snickers peanut brownie is what it was called. And I couldn't pass it up because I love brownies. I don't eat them very often, but when I really crave a sweet, normally it's brownies or chocolate chip cookies. Or candy bars. If I'm craving a candy bar, I'll grab a Snickers or almonds, mounds, almonds or whatever. I don't know how they're pronounced. And besides being a little on the rich side, they're very rich. It was actually really good. So it's not something I would buy very often, but it was interesting. They've got so many new flavors of candy that it's just like, wow. Really? Same thing with chips. So many different types of flavors of chips, and you look at it and go, I would have never even thought to turn that into a chip. And some of them taste really good. Now, some of them, in my opinion, just don't. But, yeah. Okay, so let me check my stitches here. Mark what I've gotten done for sure. Nope. Nope. Take those off. Alright, so I know I've done those. Alright. So I've done to there. I've done there. So we've got 1 and 4. Okay, so I've got 10 more. I've got 1 more square and 4 after before we go down. Okay. Oh. It's coming up right on Pattern Keeper, but I can't follow the squares on Pattern Keeper because it's, I don't know if it's the update on it, because I just updated this pattern on here because Pattern Keeper just had a new update come through, or if it's just the way the person that I got the pattern from gridded it, that it's not registering, because it didn't register the grids. I had to put the grid in, but if I put the grids any smaller, then it just doesn't line up right. The holes don't line up. So yeah. All right. Let's see. What else to talk about? Let's see. Yeah, I know I stated in my floss tube that I won't be working a lot on my big projects at the moment, because I kind of have like 4 or 5 Christmas cross stitches that I want to go ahead and get done before December, because that's not even 3 months away. It's a little over 3 months away. It's coming up fast. So I would rather go ahead and have everything completed and ready to give out. Instead of going, oh my, oh my, oh my. Now I can easily see the, like I currently have, there's 1, 2, 3. I have 3 current projects that shouldn't take me too long. I've got one that is just a little bookmark that I'm hoping to have that done by the end of this month. These, I'm hoping these will be done by the end of October, like they're ready to turn into Biscore News by the end of October. And then I have another project, which it's a stamped cross stitch that it's fairly good sized. I have a feeling I will be working up on that up into December. But we will see. Like I said, I'm working on these projects because they're a little smaller than it. So if I can get them done, then I can work, you know, when I get these done and don't have to worry about them, I can put all my focus into that. And not have to, I won't be switching through projects, which don't get me wrong. I like switching projects because it helps, you know, I'm not very monogamous stitcher, but It is different when it is a project that you want to have completed. Alrighty, I'm back once again. Sorry, my daughter was calling, so I had to take the call. But now, what was I talking about? My scatterbrainness. Oh yeah. Projects. I'm not a monogamous stitcher very well. I do like having different projects to work on. Because I get tired of working on the same project all the time. It gets old. So but with it being a Christmas gift, it gives me more motivation. That's not even a word. It gives me more motivation to get it completed because I'm wanting to give it as a gift. Now, once I get them made, I will have to figure out exactly how I'm going to frame them. Like the biscornus, I don't have to worry about framing at all. The bookmark, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do to get that to be, you know, I know there's steps to turn it into a bookmark, so I'll have to look at those and figure that out. But, you know, I have two big, you know, two patterns that I've got to figure out exactly how I'm going to try to frame them. I don't know. I'm half tempted to turn one into a pillow. I think it, you know, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'll think on that. And we'll go from there. So, let's see. I think that's about all I've got for my patterns. Like I said, I've got goals that I hope to hit, but we will see. Life is not always nice. Okay, so this is 3. And now we go down. Let me double check myself here. Yeah. There's 10. Alright, so now we're going to go down. Alright. So how many down am I going? There's 10, 20. I'm going a good 30 down, so most everything else will be downward stitch. So that's 10, that's 20. Yep. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's see, we took the kittens to the vet last week on Monday. The visit went good. My cat Simon was scared, terrified. First time I've ever had a cat pee all over me. because I was holding him while taking him into the store. I was carrying him by hand. And, yeah, he peed all down my side. So I got to spend the whole vet visit smelling of cat pee. That was fun. But, you know, oops. The visit went good. The vets say that there's no issues with anything. All their tests came back good. They got all their shots. We've got them scheduled for their surgeries because we're getting them fixed. Aries, her visit is before, her surgery is before Simon's. But once we get her visit, her surgery, we don't have to play keep away anymore. Because for the past month now, we've been having to have one of them in a room while the other one roams the house. Because we don't want kittens at all. And their brother and sister. It's not too big of a deal. I think I've stated this before. Because Simon is actually pretty happy to stay in the room with me most times. You know, no, he's not happy if you leave him in here by himself, though. He will, you know, yowl and, you know, be upset. And then when you come back in, he's got to be all over you until he calms back down. It's like he's got, he gets really anxious when he's not got anybody in here with him. Aries doesn't like being left alone. More like she doesn't really, you know, unless she's sleepy, she doesn't like being locked up in a room at all. But she doesn't have the same issues. Like, you leave her locked in a room, when you go to enter the room after you've been gone, she bolts out of it. Whereas Simon, when you enter the room after you've been gone, he wants you. You know, he wants attention. Now, my older kid and my son state that he gets aggressive with them. Not aggressive, but like, he doesn't like staying in there with them as much as he does with me. So normally, if I'm not going to be home, they will have Aries in the room with them and let Simon run the house. Because he has hissed at them before, when they kept him locked in the room. Not sure of the reasoning exactly. I haven't actually seen it myself. But, you know, Simon is a scaredy cat. So, he doesn't like being in rooms that he doesn't know very well. And he does not go into their room very often. So, I'm thinking that might be what the main issue has been. But, you know, who knows? So I'm really looking forward to when I don't have to play keep away. You know, because they, you know, they're close. You know, they've always been close to one another. So making it where they have to stay apart is not to my liking. Luckily, there's almost always somebody home at all times, so neither one of them are left alone for too long. Alright, I think when I finish this thread, I'm going to go ahead and call it. I'm not sure how long this video is going to turn out, as I've had to end it a few times, but it is almost time to eat. My middle daughter has made it home. She's making the rice for the gumbo, and then we are going to be good to go for food wise, because that's all we're waiting on is the rice. I hope everybody has enjoyed my video. Hopefully it gets pieced together right and no issues. If anybody has any questions about anything, feel free to ask in the comments. You can always send me an email. My Instagram is also on my description area. I'm also going to add my Discord channel. Anybody is, more than welcome to join my Discord. It is currently doesn't have any activity in it, but I would love to have people post progress pictures, chat in there. So like I said, I will have a link to my Discord in my description. Feel free to pop in. There's a crafty corner where you can show your crafts. If you have YouTube videos, you're more than welcome. Like if you post YouTube channels, you're more than welcome to post in there stating that you posted your video. I have no problem with that. If you want to show your cross stitch, your knitting, any other kind of craft, I would love to see it. I'm very, I've always loved crafting. Mostly I do cross stitch nowadays, but I started out doing beadwork, as I've stated a few times before. And I'll probably do some more beadwork as well. But as of right now, I've just been, cross stitch bug. Almost done with this strand. Let's see, I don't know if it'll reach to the end of this area. It'll be a close call. And then I'll end this thread, and then we'll end the video. Don't do that. It's getting too close to the end. It's kind of, yeah, I think this is only going to allow a few more stitches before it's done. It's getting a little fuzzy. I'm already liking this fabric a lot better than the last one. I can stitch on this without having like my other fabric that I was doing the rainbow bisque new on. I had to have my magnifying glass the entire time. I couldn't see the holes, and that that sucks, because it confines me to working here only, and I work on other 28 count stuff and I don't have that problem. So it was just these particular holes. Okay, so I'm going to end the thread here. So I'm doing the loop finish on this. So I went up this hole, down this hole, back up this hole. Now I'm going to go back down, and I'm going to go through here, that hole, and now I'm going to loop the thread around and pull it taut. And then we're going to go in here, back down that hole, and there's that. And then I'm going to come down a little bit, and we're going to do a pin stitch. Whoops. I'm not very good at doing pin stitches on Lugana. Just getting it in the hole, I fight with it. Come on. There we go. There we go. And I'll come back up. There we go. And snap. And that is that. So, how far down did I go? 10, 24. There we go. All right. So for this round, I've done 145 stitches. If you count what I took out, I've done 215. But this is the start of the bisque cornu, and yeah, so this is going to be the end of me. I appreciate everybody for coming in and hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the video, and that is about all. So I'm going to say good night and happy stitching. Bye, everybody.